This is an update to Washington Township residents on Hurricane Sandy. Here with me is Chief John Hoffman, Chief Rafael Menez, Matt Mallon of the MUA, and Frank Campbell, our Emergency Management Coordinator. Bob Goldschmidt is not present. He does not have an update on the school closings. I think he's already announced those, so he will not be here this afternoon. Residents, I have signed an emergency declaration which will empower certain departments to take specific actions when necessary. There is no evacuation at this time. I repeat, there is no evacuation at this time. If there should be an evacuation, we will facilitate the evacuation and will transport residents to shelters. Many businesses in the township have already closed as of noon today. We again encourage all residents to please stay home and off the roads. Please stay out of harm's way. Remember, for non-emergency calls, please dial 256-1212. For emergency calls only, dial 911. For MUA emergencies, dial 227-7788. At this time, I'd like to call Chief John Hoffman up to the podium to give you an update.
Thank you, Mayor. We're now into the about 6 hours into the second operational period of the Hurricane Sandy storm emergency process. Our operational periods for the Emergency Operations Center and for a variety of emergency officials are running every 12 hours from 0600 to 1800 hours and from 1800 hours to 0600 hours in the morning. Currently, the fire department is staffed with 39 firefighters on duty. Joining us at our fire stations are a number of EMS personnel with their ambulances, and they have a total staffing of 9 spread throughout the township. All 6 fire stations are opened and staffed with personnel. For the last several hours, and since we began our emergency operations into our operational periods, the fire department have had a few calls. We've had an apartment fire, a dwelling fire. We've assisted the police on a few calls. We've had a few wires calls in the process, medical emergency assist associated with a power outage, and we've had a few downed trees in isolated areas. There's also been reports of a few isolated areas of the township with power outages, but it's not widespread at this particular time. I don't have anything else further to add for the fire department at this point, and I'd like to introduce Chief Rafael Menez.
Good afternoon. I would like to just inform our residents that we do have additional officers working throughout the day and night until the storm has subsided. We do have some traffic issues of concern that we have been dealing with. We've had 3 traffic signals that have been affected by the high winds: Hertford Cross Keys and Fish Pond Road, Egg Harbor and Medical Drive, and Gantown and Bells Lake. Now, those were quickly addressed and are currently functioning. I want to assure residents, too, that we will address those problems as quickly as we can. But residents, I want you to please be cautious while driving. And if there are traffic signals that are affected, we may not be able to staff an officer to direct traffic, so please use caution. There has been some flooding reported on Leaden Lane and 42. Our Public Works Department quickly corrected that problem. Also on Nottingham Lane, there was some flooding that had occurred earlier, but that was also rectified. I'm warning your residents that some of the retention ponds are beginning to crest and possibly will be overflowing, which will cause flooding to the municipal roads and possible closures at a later time. Some power lines, as Chief Hoffman had mentioned, have been reported to be down right now. They were corrected, and also some cable lines. Please check the Atlantic City Electric website and you can find out if there were any power outages in our municipality. Also, please be assured that we will continue to respond to calls as needed and utilize the 911 system for emergency calls only, and utilize the 256-1212 for non-emergent calls. Thank you. Now I'd like to bring up Matt Mallon from our municipal authorities.
Thank you. Just want to make the residents aware, first of all, that the board meeting for tonight for the MUA is canceled. Second thing is the water and sewer operations right now are operating normally. However, if there are any major power outages, we do have permanent auxiliary generators at all of our major wells and pump stations. For the residents who are on private wells, you should be storing water in containers for drinking purposes. It would also be a good idea to fill your tub just so you have some water for your toilets so that you could put that water in the toilet tank. The other thing I also want to make sure that everyone knows is that there is an emergency number. We do have somebody on call 24/7. That emergency number is 227-7788. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Again, I just want to thank Chief of Police, Chief Hoffman, for their staff. They're doing a fine job out there. As long as everyone continues to the work which is going on, we should have no problem. And the mayor will report to you on what's updated with the Public Works Department. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Frank. As for Public Works, I'd like to report that Public Works, we had 9 employees on at 4 o'clock this morning to clean the storm drains and to be prepared for the bulk of the storm. There are now presently 19 employees on, and they will be on throughout the night cleaning drains, branches from the roads, debris, and flooded roadways. I want to thank the residents who have stepped forward to help us to push the leaves from the drains and to assist us. This has been a big help, and we thank you. We noticed that some of the residents have been out in certain areas of the township helping us as we go along, and we encourage residents, if you want to check the drains in front of your properties, to just push the leaves away. We know they are a problem. We also would like to remind you that you can call Public Works at 589-0523 during normal working hours, and of course the command center after hours. That's staffed for 24 hours. At this time, I would gladly report that all the service calls that we have received have been satisfied. We anticipate giving you another update around 6 o'clock tonight, and at that time, hopefully, we will have an update on the trash collection. Thank you, and please be safe.